If you have a coaching business and your main system or your main strategy for getting clients right now is purely your social media organic and referrals, what I'm going to share with you in this video is going to give you more than enough clarity to scale past your current revenue numbers. So if you feel like you only sell your programs through social media and referrals and you are stuck at a revenue plateau right now, then pay attention to this video because I'm going to tell you exactly why you are stuck and what you need to do in order for you to unlock the next level of skill inside of your coaching business. If you are not familiar with me, my name is Obi. I run a marketing agencies for online education companies and we partner with them to help them sign more of their dream clients using virtual events. We've done millions of dollars for these clients and we've helped them sign thousands of clients using our systems. So let's get into the video. So if you want to understand why it feels like you've hit a revenue plateau with your social media audience, you first need to understand how the social media platforms themselves make their money. These platforms, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and so on and so forth, they make their money when you spend money on ads with them. And I know that sounds a bit obvious, but if you are a company and the main revenue generator for you is X action, would you want to incentivize everyone to do more of that thing that makes you the most money? Say, for example, you have your coaching program and your best-selling product is your 10K program. It makes sense for you to try and get as many people as possible to purchase the 10K thing if you know the 10K thing is the thing that makes you the most money. So it's the exact same thing with these social media platforms. By default, these platforms want you to spend money on ads and run ads if you want to continue to get the visibility and reach that you need to grow your online education business. So yes, they want you to post content. Yes, they want you to be active on social media and build a social media presence, but they themselves know that if they are going to make the most money from you, it's going to come from you running paid ads. So every single thing that they would do and how they will optimize the platform and how they will structure everything would be incentivized to still get you to come back and invest money in ads if you want to see more reach and get more eyeballs on your offer. That's like what I believe is the underlying reason why it feels like you are currently stuck, being unable to grow past your current limits or reach more people with just your social media audience alone. Now, another thing you need to understand about relying purely on social media and referrals to scale is the only thing you can control when it comes to social media is the inputs. That is, what are you putting into the system? You have no control on the outputs. You have zero control on the output. So you could post 20 videos a day and you might only get 20,000 views. And then somebody else might post the same 20 videos a day and get 2 billion views. So you have zero control over the output. And you can make the argument that, oh, the more volume you just do, the more total output you would get, and that will still get you to the goal. That's 100% true. However, the key premise here is you cannot control the outputs that you get. You don't know when a post is going to do well or when a post is not going to do as well. You're just basically shooting in the dark and hoping that, okay, eventually you will have some posts that do really well and that will get you to the level of skill that you actually want inside of the business. However, if you truly want to scale to big, massive numbers, you need to be able to predictably look at metrics and make decisions based on data. So there's a video I have on this channel where I talk about a client that we came on board and we saw that we could basically 4x the business in like 21 days. Like, the only reason we were able to take that kind of action is because she already had months of ad data that we could look at and make decisions based on that. So you need to be able to predictably look at metrics, know what you're putting in, know what you're getting out, and use those metrics to make clear-cut decisions on how to continue to scale your business. With organic, yes, you do get some metrics. You get stuff like impressions. You can see posts that work well and you can recreate more posts like that and so on and so forth. However, it is just not as consistent and as predictable as having, say, running ads on Facebook, for example, where you know for a fact that, oh, if I spend $1,000 on ads, that will get me about 100+ leads and then that will lead to 5 or so sales. You can't just do that with organic. It's not just that predictable. And if you want to scale to massive numbers, you're going to need to be able to predictably look at data and make clear decisions on how to move forward and how to to scale your business based on the quality of the data you're getting. Another thing that you can't really do with your social media is you can't create messaging for people that is context specific to actions that they have taken. Say, for example, someone should opt into your webinar funnel. You can't reach out to people who attended and try and get them to purchase your product. If someone comes to your website, for example, you can't reach out back to them and tell them to complete their action if they haven't completed their action yet. If someone abandons their cart on your site, you can't reach out back to those prospects too as well. So you don't have any form of context specific approach to reach people based on actions they've already taken. And that is very, very important when it comes to marketing or selling your products online. And the reason why it is so important is, like, think of this like as a funnel, and the lower and lower someone gets in the funnel, the more likely it is that you'll be able to convert them into a prospect. It's like you're meeting someone for the first time, right? And you are trying to build a relationship with that person. Are you more likely to get married to them on the first date or on like the 20th, 30th date after you guys have gone on multiple dates and you've dated yourselves for like 4+ years? Like, the more engagement you've had with that person, the more likely it is for you to propose to them and then them say yes to you. So it's the exact same thing, literally. So someone who has had more touch points with you is more likely to convert than someone who is having the first touch point with you. So you need to be able to have these context specific actions and context specific content to people who have taken specific actions with your business if you truly want to maximize your conversion rate. And with social media content, you just can't do that because you have no control over it. But with ads, you genuinely can find prospects who attended your webinar, you upload that back into Facebook, and you blast them with content specific to their specific situation. If someone books a call with you, before they come on the call, you can hit those people up with as much content as possible to try and get them to, again, take action, the right type of action that you want them to take. And then you're feeding these people with content they need to hear at the exact same points they are inside of their journey with you. You just can't do that with organic. And with paid ads, you can genuinely do that at scale, and that will lead to a lot more conversions for you inside of your business. And just to show you this is actually true, we have 3 clients right now with less than 6,000 followers on social media, and they've all had multiple 100K months in their business. Like, genuinely, like one of our clients has like 3.5K followers on IG, which is genuinely insane. And the only reason why we are able to still scale these clients consistently every single month is because we have a paid ads system that we know when we put in $5,000, $20,000 a month, we can get back 150 grand every single month like clockwork from that system. So you need to have a system that is very predictable and consistent if you're going to be able to scale to the next level that you want to hit. Another thing you need to really understand when it comes to this is the burn rate on your social media content is very, very fast. And we have perfect examples of this from clients that we've worked with. Like, we have a client who, for the first like 2 years of our business, she was just using purely organic social media content, and it was working. She was getting sales. But after 2 years, if the number of eyeballs you can get on your offer is slower than the number of sales that you're getting, you're going to get to a point where everyone who can buy within your current audience have already purchased, and you're going to be very, very frustrated by the fact that you just can't get the volume of sales that you were used to. We've spoken to multiple creators that come to us and say, oh, and when I first launched this offer, first 2 months I was making 50K, 60K per month, but now I can barely make 10K per month. The only reason why that is true is because of the burn rate. Like, once you reach a point where people within your followers, people who are warm enough to purchase from you within your followers, have all purchased from you, you get to this point where you just cannot grow further than where you are at because of the burn rate that these organic content and social media content have. So you either need to be able to reach as many eyeballs as possible, or you just basically stay stuck and make as little money as possible. But with paid ads, you can reach as many people as you want with a click of a button. If I want to reach 100,000 more people tomorrow, all I need to do is increase my spend, get better creatives in, and I'll be able to reach more and newer eyeballs every single time. So unlike social media content where you have no control over your reach, you can control your reach when it comes to ads. And if you want to reach brand new eyeballs every single day, you can do that. So the burn rate on this is a lot lower. So it's easier for you to sustain, say you have a 50K month, for example. It's easier for you to sustain that over a long enough time horizon than you sustaining a 50K month with purely organic, unless you're constantly getting eyeballs and you're just a master at content. Like, if you're genuinely a master at getting impressions from the right type of people with content, then sure, you can do this, but it's very few people who have that skill set. So you need to have something where it's not reliant on your skill to be able to make like good videos and stuff is reliant on the platform and just making simple ads that can get in front of the right type of customers and lead to more sales for your online education business. The reach that you get on the posts are also very low. Like maybe about 10% of people who follow you actually see your content. And everyone I've seen who makes a ton of money from social media, they are not even selling on the platform. They are turning the followers into leads and then selling them from that point forward. So it's bad enough to rely on social media alone for your source of like getting eyeballs and getting leads into your business. What is worse is selling straight on the platform directly without taking these prospects off platform to make sure you have a more one-on-one intimate relationship with them, and then when you reach out to them they can actually see it, and so on and so forth. What is worse is selling straight on the platform, and so many people are doing this where they're just trying to sell straight on their social media platform. You don't want to be that person. You want to be able to turn them into a lead first. People I have seen who have crushed it with social media, that's literally how they do it. They don't rely on the platform alone and go like straight to checkout on the platform. They turn these people into leads, and then they're able to follow up with them via email, via other channels to try and convert them into becoming customers. But if you are currently selling directly on platform right now and it's working insanely well for you, it's not the social media that is making it work well for you. You have other things, other factors that are playing in your favor aggressively that is making it so that you are able to still do this on platform. Maybe you are in a very unique niche and you don't have any competitors. Maybe you are currently catching a trend and what you're selling is very trendy right now. Maybe you have an insane offer or an insane unique mechanism that just makes it so easy for people to purchase from you. You have other things that are going well for you that make you an outlier pretty much. But for normal people who don't have like an insane amount of proof, who have a decent amount of proof, who have a reasonable unique mechanism that is not too crazy, who have a good offer, who don't have like a trendy offer right now, who have other competitors in the marketplace, you can't just do stuff like that and get away with it. It just does not work. And I've seen this over and over and over and over again with clients that we speak to, clients that we work with, and people that have just studied in the space. And let's be honest, it takes a long time to build a large audience. Like it takes a really long time to build it. So there was someone I was speaking to on a sales call last week, and he was just telling me how he just joined this coaching program and he's trying to get to 50k per month, and they just told him to keep posting content on social media. They said he will eventually start getting clients just from doing that alone. And it's like, you're trying to get to 50k per month. You're currently making like $5,000 a month right now, and what they're telling you to do is just to keep posting content on social media. You have no control over the outputs. Like literally you don't have any control. You could post for the next 2 years and not get any engagement. So if you're looking to scale fast and scale like really fast, you can't not rely solely on social media alone. It just takes too much time. It's like building a house versus buying a house. It will take you multiple years to build a house, but you could buy a house in an instant. Literally, it's just that simple. So you need to be able to not do this to yourself. If you're getting some traction from social media, that's fantastic, but if you want to scale to the next level, you need predictability, consistency. You need to be able to get your product and your offer in front of the right people at scale, and only way you can do that is by leveraging paid ads in your business. If you're new to this and you've never explored paid ads before, or you don't have the budget, or you feel like this is too complex for me, one of the easiest things that you can do is content ad strategies. And I got this from Jeremy Ains, and it's literally when you run ads to people who have engaged with your organic content, literally. And if someone should like your post, for example, or engage with your videos or watch your videos or comment on your posts, you can just do ads that follow up with those prospects to try and get them to take action on what you need them to take action on. And that tends to work really well. So that brings me to the end of the video. If you found value in this, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel, because I make videos like this every single week. And if you subscribe, then you get notified whenever I drop a new video. And if you're a coach right now or a consultant and you are currently scaling your business with only social media and referrals, and you would like to scale via paid ads too as well, that's literally what we do for all our clients. If you're interested in having a conversation, there's a link in the description. You can check that out. And yeah, thank you so much for watching the video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.